This is the story of James Graham, the great Montrose, died in 1650 by execution. He's of the clan Graham, whose motto is never forget, and of my great-grandfather, Reverend William Graham, whose grave in Ardersier reads, "They live on in our hearts." And so it is my story of doing the best I can to live these words out as truth on behalf of my ancestors. See, I grew up in Canada, a land that did not feel that it was my own. I never felt a sense of belonging and home there as one hoped they might. And I spoke to trees, and they tell me that land is the same, but history is what defines us. These trees spoke to my great-grandfather, and these trees spoke to those who walked before me on the lands I was born on. They tell me of wisdom deeper than human knowledge. And it is through connecting to these trees and to my own roots that I might understand more about my own story, where I came from, and who I'm meant to be. All of my ancestors have stories. I too have a story, which felt so insignificant compared to the stature of the great Montrose. The more I journeyed and got to know him and stepped into my own understanding of self, the more I realized how similar I am to my ancient past. It is with deepest thanks and so much compassion in my heart that I walk on the lands that James Graham, that William Graham, and every James and William after them walked on, lived on, poured their hearts out to, and so too I pour out my own heart in song, in remembrance and in reverence to the beauty of Montrose.